welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about our daily driver, the Honda Civic 2016 Touring Edition. We just got off work, me and my wife, and we're commuting home. This is what we use to commute, and right now we're in a lot of traffic right now, and I wanted to talk about why this car is one of the best daily driving cars out there. So the first feature that makes it such a great daily driver is that it basically drives on its own. It's almost like a baby Tesla. It has Honda Sensing package, which comes standard with Touring. So when I press this button here, resume, there's this thing called active cruise control, and I can take my foot off of the pedal and it is driving on its own right now. And it basically detects the car in front of us using radar detection. So I have the distance, the following distance set to minimum, because if I set the following distance too far, people will cut us off and it makes the car herky-jerky. So I set the following distance to just minimum, which is right over here. All of my controls are on this button on the steering wheel, and you can set the speed. So I set my target speed to about 75 miles an hour, and that's what it's going to try to get to. So right now we're accelerating without me even pressing the accelerator, and it'll brake without me having to press the brakes. Another great feature is collision detection. So if it detects that we're about to hit the person in front of us, again with the radar detection and the technology behind it, it can shout at us telling us to brake. There's a screen on my speedometer that says brake in yellow, and it gives you beeping sounds that say brake. So I'm always ready to brake if I need to, but this has been a very reliable system, and I can just cruise home without my foot getting tired of stop and go traffic constantly. So right now we're stopping here. I'm not pressing the brakes. We're just braking on our own here. Sometimes it's a bit harsh, and sometimes it won't detect like motorcycles, so you got to be a little bit cognizant of that. And that's us going back onto the accelerator without me pressing it. Now, we also have lane keep assist. There's a camera up here that can read the lines of the road and basically keep us in the lane. So what happens if you start veering out of the lane is you get a alert again on the same part of your speedometer screen telling you to steer back into the lane.
It says lane departure.
Yeah, there's a little beeping sound. And then it also can steer for you actively, but it only works if you're going 45 miles an hour or faster, and if it's not raining or anything obstructing up there on the camera. So it'll be able to steer for you for 10 seconds max. Obviously, it doesn't want you to be relying on this system to steer the car for a very extended period of time. So 10 seconds max. After 10 seconds, it'll tell you to get your hands back on the wheel and steer the car, dummy. So that's a nice feature to have, because sometimes you need to grab, something in your compartment, and you may need to take your hands off the wheel for a couple seconds only. This car doesn't have blind spot detection on the mirrors, but what it does have is a camera on the right side.
Signal right.
If I signal to the right, I get a camera on my side mirror that shows me if there's anyone in my blind spot. You can see the lines here. That's my side camera. A lot of it really helps in a long commute home in traffic like this in California. Me and Elise, we work in healthcare. I work in a hospital in rehab, so I'm always tired, physically tired at the end of the day, and I just want to focus on just getting home safely, and all these driver aids really help. Now you may think, well, it probably ruins your driving experience if you want to drive spiritedly. Well, the good news is you can turn all of these things off. So all on my left side of the steering wheel, I have all these buttons that I can turn off all these things if it's constantly messing with my drive. If I want to be able to just drive and not have the system tell me when to brake and when not to brake, you can turn it off. Next thing I want to talk about is Apple CarPlay. It's nice to have, hook it up to your phone. You have all this at your disposal. Apple CarPlay is a must. I think you guys are very familiar with this, so you don't have to have me explain it to you guys, but it is a nice feature to have. Alright, so next thing is going to be comfort. This car is pretty dang comfortable. It rides nicely. Ever since we installed the rear sway bar, there's no more body roll that makes us nauseous when we turn. So we like that feature. The seats hug you really well. They have a nice bolster. The seats are also perforated leather, so it cools. It's not like a hot leather seat. When you sit on it, it's actually nice and cool. It has heated seats here if you need to, and heated seats in the back as well. For gas mileage, we are at 32.9 miles per gallon. And this is in the last couple thousand miles. So 32.9 miles per gallon, mostly on the highway with a lot of stop and go traffic. That's actually pretty good compared to our V8 M3, which we get about 10 miles per gallon. Sorry, Elise is yawning. She's tired after work, but I still gotta work after work, you know. This is my work. Alright, so anyway, yeah. We get good gas mileage on this car. We're averaging about 33 miles per gallon. Let's talk about reliability. That's a big thing for your commuter. What's the point of commuting in a car if it's always constantly braking? The reliability on this 10th gen Honda Civic is very good. We haven't had any issues with it. The only thing I've had to do is just daily oil changes, the CVT oil change every 30,000 miles. We changed the battery on it. We changed the air filter and the cabin filter. Really, the only thing that is unreliable on it is the AC. The AC leaked 3 times, and on the 3rd time, it wasn't under warranty, so we had to fix it ourselves, and we have a video on how we fixed it.
Yeah.
It's nice to have cold air again, because it was, when it was hotter and we had no AC, we were like sweating on the way home every time. So that was, it's nice to have AC back. That's the only thing I would have you double check. If your warranty is about to expire, have the dealership check the AC, because it's getting hot. Nobody wants to drive home without AC. I guess the final thing I can talk about is the performance of the car. So we'd be able to pass anybody. This car is faster than most cars on the road, despite it being only 180 horsepower stock. I have it set to stock tune right now, but if I press this Econ button, it'll turn it into stage 2 KTuner tune, and that ups the boost by I think like 6 psi, which is a lot. And whenever you do that, the tires just spin. So I would daily drive it on the stock tune because I want to preserve my tires. But if you do want a little more performance, you can push that button and you'll get that performance that you want. So here is the sound of our stock turbo. There's the blow-off valve. There's the turbo spooling. So, pretty dang good performance for a daily driver. It's not like the fastest car, but it doesn't have to be. It just needs to be quick enough to be able to merge and to pass anyone in the slow lane if need be. And you get some nice turbo noises and the exhaust. I'm not a big fan of how the exhaust sounds, but it's still not something that gives me a headache with the drone or anything, luckily. So here we are, we made it home. So this is a decent reverse camera. It's not HD and it doesn't have sensors that tells us if we're gonna hit anything, so you have to pay attention. Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining me and my wife on our commute home with our 2016 Honda Civic Touring. I think it's a great car to commute home, or even if you want to just take it out for a nice drive on the weekends, it's also capable of that as well. And it's not an expensive car at all. It's a very practical car. So if you're looking to buy one, I would recommend it. Again, thanks for watching and have a good one, guys.